It is the Wild West for data centers in Denver these days. They're popping up using power and water with no specific rules to regulate that. Our Mark Salinger looks at a plan to pause all new construction.
I never could have imagined that something like this would ever come into the neighborhood.
In the middle of Elyria, Swansea,
Still shocking despite seeing it every day now.
a building is cause for a fight.
The most important thing that we're fighting for is to protect the health of our neighbors. We have the highest rates of asthma, some of the highest rates of heart disease.
Alfonso Espino is with the Globeville Elyria Swansea Coalition. The construction behind him at 49th and Race
Endless rows of computers.
will soon be home to Denver's largest data center.
Because it's so big and so massive, it's going to consume a lot of energy and water, but they're also going to be running a bunch of diesel generators.
This is right in the middle of a neighborhood and shows where Denver's rules are at right now with this type of building.
There is no rules that govern data centers of this size.
He's right. Denver currently has no zoning rules specifically for data centers, no energy requirements, and no water use regulations. But that could change.
We have absolutely nothing right now on the books that regulate those data centers, and that's why we are putting forward a moratorium.
Next month, Denver City Council will vote on whether to pause all new data center construction for up to a year as the city writes the rules that govern them. Councilmember Daryl Watson represents Elyria Swansea.
That current one building that's being built in that community in my district will not be impacted. Their permits went through based on the old zoning that the city has. We want to make sure that no one else comes in under that old zoning.
It's too late for this one. This neighborhood has already been changed.
When you visit a data center, you'll walk away with three impressions. They're super loud, they're super cold, and there's nobody there.
There are plans to build several more data center buildings on that same campus there in Elyria, Swansea. That neighborhood has some of the worst air quality in the state, with the Purina factory nearby and tile other industrial areas as well.
So this is Denver's approach. What do we see other municipalities doing?
Yeah, so Larimer County up north in Fort Collins, they've also put a moratorium in place. Weld County also passed new regulations on where and how these data centers can be built. For example, not on farmland in Weld County, they say, just in industrial areas up there.
We should probably reduce our usage of these things just like we are water. Maybe you need to stop asking Claude to pick out your outfits every day. You look great.
It looks all right, right?
Right? Pair your own turtlenecks, Mark.
I'll let my wife decide that next time.
Mark Salinger, thank you.